My presentation today is about introduction of Permaniaga Berhad and Novel Wellness Group Berhad. In this part, we need to choose two companies which is in the same industry. As we know, financial management means planning, organizing, directing and controlling the company financial. So here I will explain about several elements of financial management, which is investment decision, financial decision and also the dividend decision. Okay. Investment decision is very important because investment decision include investment in a company fixed asset, investment in current asset that are part of the investment decision. Next, financial decision. Financial decisions are associated with generating finance from various sources. Financial decisions are the type of sources, duration of financing, cost of financing and returns. And last element is dividend decision. In dividend decision, financial managers have to make decisions regarding the distribution of net profit of a firm. Next, net profit is usually divided into two, namely the first dividend for shareholder, the dividend rate needs to be decided. Second, retained earning. The amount of retained earning needs to be finalized and depends on the company expansion and diversification plans. Okay, for your information, financial management also concerned about the procurement, allocation and control of financial resources, which is a...
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Aina Nadira binti Aji. My matric number H2182934. So I will present about company background. For Permaniaga Berhad, founded in 1994, provide high quality goods and service, active in pharmaceutical value chain, categories including research and development, logistics and distribution, sales and marketing. The mission is providing quality product and superior service by professional, committed and caring employees, and the vision is the preferred pharmaceutical brand in regional market. For Nova Wellness, engage in development and sale of nutraceutical and skincare product. Offer products such as dietary supplement like vitamin, minerals and herbal supplement. Incorporate in 2016 based in Malaysia. The mission is develop effective evidence-based product to improve health through prevention and good nutrition. The vision is have big dream to see people achieve a life which is free from pain, suffering in chronic disease. Next, I will present about type of ratio. First, liquidity ratio. Current ratio is current asset divide current liability. In 2020, Permaniaga Berhad liquidity ratio was 0.78 by 2021. It had increased to 9.10. Next, quick ratio. Current asset minus inventory or current liability. Permaniaga Berhad quick ratio in 2020 was 0.28 and it changed to decrease to 0.24 in 2021. Last, net working capital. Current asset minus current liability. Permaniaga Berhad net working capital in 2020 is 267575 ringgit Malaysia. However, in 2021 increased to 153434 ringgit Malaysia. Next is activity ratio. Total asset turnover is sales divide total asset. Total asset turnover Permaniaga Berhad in 2020 is 1.72 and the ratio has increased to 2.13 in 2021. Next, account receivable turnover. Sale divide account receivable. The account receivable turnover in 2020 is 9.47 and the ratio has increased in 16.17 in 2021. Inventory turnover is COGS or sales divide inventory. In 2020, the inventory turnover was 4.64 by 2021. It had dropped to 3.81. Average collection period. Account receivable divide daily sale. Average collection period in 2020 is 38.56 days and this ratio has dropped to 7.41 days in 2021. Last, fixed asset turnover. Sale divide fixed asset by 2021, the fixed asset turnover ratio increased to 7.56 from 4.17 in 2020.
Next is debt ratio. Debt ratio Permaniaga Berhad increased from 77.54% in 2020 to 79.16% in 2021. And then debt to equity ratio. The debt to equity ratio for Permaniaga Berhad went from 799.01% in 2020 to 1160.28% in 2021. And the last one is time interest and ratio. In 2021, the time ratio of interest increased from 1.06 in 2020 to 8.3. And then profitability ratio. For ROE, Pharma Niaga Berhad increased from 7.4% in 2020 to 36.61% in 2021. And then return on asset. ROA for Pharma Niaga Berhad increased from 1.60% in 2020 to 7.63% in 2021. Next is gross profit margin. Gross profit margin for Pharma Niaga Berhad increased from 10.83% in 2020 to 13.08% in 2021. And then operating profit margin. Operating profit margins for Pharma Niaga Berhad increased from 1.31% in 2020 to 5.75% in 2021. And the last one is net profit margin. Net profit margin for Pharma Niaga Berhad increased from 0.69% in 2020 to 3.58% in 2021.
This picture shows our finding of a recent ratio Nova Wellness Group Berhad in 2 years, which is 2020 and 2021. In my part, I will explain about liquidity ratio. In liquidity ratio, we have a current ratio, and net working capital. The trend of current ratio is modified, which is in 2020, the current ratio of Nova Wellness Group Berhad is 12.03, while in 2021 is only 1.25. Next, quick ratio. Quick ratio of this company also modified. It is because in 2020 their quick ratio is 9.77 and in 2021 the quick ratio knocked down into 2.39. Last of liquidity ratio is net working capital. In net working capital of this company is also compressed because we can see here in 2020 the net working capital is 5.595835, while in 2021 the number of net working capital again is cut down by 1014083. Okay, my last part is activity ratio. So we need to find activity ratio of Nova Wellness Group Berhad, and we found out that the activity ratio of this company is cumulation. This is because in 2020 the activity ratio is only at 0.35 but follow up by 3.88.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aina Maisarah binti Waziruddin and my metric number is H2182937. So let me continue with my part. My part is ratio and trend analysis of Nova Wellness Group Sendirian Berhad. We can see that account receivable turnover decreased in year 2021, which is only 2.67%, while account receivable turnover in year 2020 was 2.69%. Next, average collection period increased in year 2021, which is 134.81%. Inventory turnover also decreased in year 2021, only 2.79% that Nova Wellness get on inventory turnover. The next part is fixed asset turnover. This part showed us increasing from 2020 to 2021. We move to leverage or ratio debt. Debt ratio showed us decrease in 2021, which is 10.07% only. Debt to equity ratio decreased in year 2021 because in year 2020, Nova Wellness get 11.75% and 2021 get 11.20%. 4-time interest earned ratio showed us increase in year 2020 to year 2021. For return on equity and return to assets has increased in year 2021, while gross profit margin decreased in year 2021. The next part is operating profit margin. This part showed us increase in year 2021. The last one is net profit margin. Net profit margin showed us decrease in year 2021, which is only get 35.96%, while in year 2020 get 37.95%. Thank you.
Current ratio of Pharmacy Berhad 0.78 now have enough liquid asset to cover short-term debt, while Nova Wellness Group Berhad 2.03 has sufficient liquid asset to meet short-term obligation. Next, quick ratio. Pharmacy Berhad 0.78 now have sufficient highly liquid asset to cover short-term obligation, while Nova Wellness Group Berhad 9.77 has a substantial amount of highly liquid asset to repay current liabilities. Next, net working capital. Nova Wellness Group Berhad 51,195,835 higher net working capital indicated by 10%, while Pharma Niaga Berhad 2,067,575 negative net working capital subject portion liquid change. Next, total asset turnover. Pharma Niaga Berhad 1.72 more aggressive in aggressive to total asset to generate sales, while Nova Wellness Group Berhad not successful information given. Next, account distributed turnover. Pharmacy Berhad 9.47 more advanced capacity in collecting debt from customers in relation to set, while mobile winners who Berhad not specific information given. Average collection period mobile winners who Berhad 23.38 days that longer to collect back from customer, while Pharmacy Berhad 3.8.56 days. The collection period indicate efficient collection practice. Next, inventory turnover. Pharmacy Berhad 4.17 more aggressive percent improvement on 5.6%, while mobile winners group Berhad not specific information given. Next, debt ratio Pharmacy Berhad 7 to 7.4% high debt in relation to asset indicate higher financial risk, while mobile winners group Berhad 10.53% lower based on debt finance and test the more common basis position. Next, debt to equity ratio. Pharmacy Berhad 79.0% higher debt related to equity indicate higher financial risk. More when the mobile winners group Berhad not specific information. Next, return on equity up within mobile winners group Berhad 15.0.3% generated higher return on share return compared to Pharmacy Berhad. Pharmacy Berhad 7.4% lower return on equity against lower profitability. Return on asset up within mobile winners group Berhad 13.45% efficient in increased assets to generate profit, while Pharmacy Berhad not specific information given. Gross profit margin. Mobile winners group Berhad 61% higher contribution margin in calculated profitability, while Pharmacy Berhad not specific information. Operating profit margin. Mobile winners group Berhad 5.11% higher contributing and efficient in generating operating profit, while Pharmacy Berhad 1.31 lower operating profit margin against lower profitability. And lastly, net profit margin. Mobile winners group Berhad 37.95% more efficient in generating net income from sale, while Pharmacy Berhad 0.96% lower with net profit margin indicated profitability.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amira Afika binti Abdul Bahri, nombor matrik H2181995. I will present about comparative analysis for Pharmaniaga and Nova Wellness for year 2021. From the graph, we can see the result of current ratio for Nova is 1.25 and Pharmaniaga is 1.10. That means Nova have the ability to pay short-term obligation on time compared to Pharmaniaga. For quick ratio, the result show that Nova is highest, which is 2.39% compared to Pharmaniaga. That means Nova have higher ability to pay short obligation without relying on inventories. The result for net working capital show that Nova is the highest, which is RM1014883 compared to Pharmaniaga. That means Nova have higher liquidity. For total asset turnover, the result show that Nova is the highest, which is 3.88 compared to Pharmaniaga 2.13. That means Nova have higher effectiveness of total asset. For account receivable, as we can see, Pharmaniaga have the higher effectiveness to generate sales. For the average collection, Nova have the longest day in collection debit, which is 134.81 compared to Pharmaniaga 7.41. The inventory turnover for Pharmaniaga is 3.81, is the highest effectiveness of inventory to generate sales. Next, to fixed asset, Pharmaniaga is the highest compared to Nova. For debit to equity ratio, Pharmaniaga is higher than Nova. That means Pharmaniaga has higher amount of debit compared to Nova. The result for time interest and Nova have the highest chance to get loan requirements and low risiko of default compared to Pharmaniaga.
For our raw analysis, according to our research, the COVID-19 outbreak significantly harmed Pharma Berhad and Nova Wellness Group performance by lowering investment levels and lowering overall revenue. We choose the Nova Wellness Group company based on analysis over one period from 2020 to 2021. Shows the company's financial data is relatively good, even though experiencing some problems on the activity ratio section. The inability to manage the company finances effectively to generate money from the existing assets and the excessively long average collection period are also problems. However, Nova Wellness company total debt percentage show the smaller percentage than Pharmaniaga Berhad percentage because the amount paid to shareholders is also highest. They illustrate a more convincing gross profit. the investor will profit from since the Nova Wellness management of its sales at COVID-19 is more secure.
In conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on both Pharmacy Berhad and Nova Wellness Group, leading to financial challenge and lower performance. Besides this, when comparing the two companies, Nova Wellness Group demonstrated better than financial features during the specific period. It had lower total debt, higher profit, and more secure sales management. Based on these factors, Nova Wellness Group appears to be a more promising investment prospect than Pharmacy Berhad. However, further research and analysis are recommended before making investment decisions. Financial ratio analysis play a crucial role in evaluating different aspects of company, such as liquidity, profitability, activity, and leverage, and can provide insight into a company market success and be used as a reference for investing. According to the ratio analysis, Nova Wellness Group constantly generate higher profit, particularly in the years 2020 and 2021, suggesting its superior performance compared to Pharmacy Berhad.